So today I'm switching out some solar paneling, and I figured, well, I'm this far, I could probably just hit record and do a little video on it, kind of show you guys what my system here at home, what I'm doing. So these over here are the Rich Solar polycrystalline solar panels, and these are the Renigi solar panels. And so I'm getting switching those out and putting these in just for two reasons. One, these I've actually had for a couple years now, and I was using them on my trailer. I have a little system on my solar system on my trailer as well. I think I had them hooked up wrong once upon a time, and it's possible that I might have fried one. Here's another one right here, and I got those are my two replacements of the Renigi. Anyway, the way I had it set up was I had these two in series, and I have another one up there that I had just by itself. Running those two in parallel down to the mppt inside there. But that's actually, I learned recently that that's not the right way to set it up, and it's possible that I might have messed one of these up. So anyway, I figured I'd just switch it out and it would match my other ones. Here's the other two up there on the roof. I don't know if you can see that, but so yeah, those are the two Renigis I already have up there, and I'm going to put the other two up there. I just have to get these brackets put on there. So yeah, I'm not sure if I burned one of these out. I'm short about 350 watts right now with the clouds we have, which is kind of a cloudy day, you know. So 350 watts when the sun actually, there's the sun right behind the clouds there, when it actually hits it. I have it disconnected right now, of course, and gets down about 200 watts right about here where we're at. I have 4 panels on the other side as well. Here, let me just show you that real quick. But yeah, so you can maybe see that one. I got one panel up there right now, and so I have a solar in there. I don't usually use it very much, so I figured I'd put it in the house. So here's the 4 in the backyard, and those are all Renigi, 100 watts a piece, and I have those in series. In the front yard I'll have also 4, and those will also be in series, and I have those 2 series going in a parallel. So, you know, positive to positive, negative to negative, and I have those going down into the basement. And while I'm talking about that on that subject, let's just go take a quick little look-see at that. So I have the cords going down. You see a black one and a red one coming down right there. It's the ugly side of the house. So yeah, so here's the negative, here's a positive coming down, and I do have it going into my basement right there. And I'll show you the basement stuff later, but for now I'll just kind of switch these brackets out and get this put together, and then I can show you the rest here in just a bit. So, but here real quick, let's just take a quick little look, see what the difference is between these two panels here. So the solar rich panels, 100 watts, so that's the same. And what I want to look at here is the open circuit voltage. The VOC is 21.9. okay, so 100 watts, 21.9. those are the two big ones that's important for me anyway, that I look at. Renigi, let's see what they have. 100 watts, so it's the same, and this is 20.4 for, yeah, so that's optimum operating voltage. So 20.4, what was this one again? Quick little peek. 21.9. so apparently these would be actually a better output or whatever, but like I said, I don't know if I got one of these messed up. So anyway, switching them out. Got my panels up there, all the hard work is done. I got them all connected. I'm just gonna bring you up there once to kind of show you what I got going on. All right, man, I am glad. A little windy up here. Anyway, glad it's done. So here's the 4 in the back, there's the 4 in the front. Alright, so you see this is panel number 1 here, and I'm basically going from negative to positive, negative to positive. That negative going over here, and then that, you know, I got a cord going right here is the main negative. So the negative to negative going into 1 right here looks like this. So negative to negative on the far end over there, and then of course I'm going positive to negative to positive to negative to positive to negative. There's a positive going out here to my main positive. I did put a fuse in here. I don't remember what amp fuse I'm using, but that's what this is in here. So if I have any problems, this is the first place I'm going to look. If I don't have anything at all, I'll just check my fuse here and make sure that fuse isn't blown. But basically I'm good to go in the house and check it out. So, and it looks like I'm not getting any sun on this side, just maybe very little bit. Most of the sun's over here right now, where before it was kind of like this. I was getting a little bit of sun. I was getting about 350 watts. Wasn't sure if one of the paneling was bad, so I got them all switched out. So these are all brand new. 2 of those are brand new, 2 of those are older, but I know these are all good. So anyway, now I know this should be 800 watts. My MPP downstairs is set up for 105 volts, so these are 20 point something, I can't remember what I said, you know, so multiply that all together, whatever, we're set to be about right around 95 volts. So I'm keeping it under the 205 volts that it says this is maximum voltage. So yeah, I'm good to go, and maxed out for this setup I have right now. If I want to get a bigger system, I can, and add more panels. That certainly is a thing. Otherwise, right now I'm maxed out with these 800 watts of total panels. So this will be like 1 panel, you know, because they're running in series. This will be a second panel running in a second series, coming together in parallel right here. So that's how that looks like. All right. I don't think it looks too bad. I brought them down too, because the first time I put them up there, I had them up a little bit high, so I brought it down just a wee little bit, make it easier to crawl around up there. But so yeah. It's like the clouds are all gone now too, so I've been at it for a little while. All right, kind of a low light environment here, but here we are in my mess of basement here. So I do have a little breaker here. So here I'm going in from outside. Down here is my 2 wires that are coming in. Ground and positive going to my breaker here, and I was gonna flip it on. Here you can see that I don't have any solar right here. It's just going off the grid. I have it plugged into the grid right here in my power supply here. Power supply goes up and it's in the grid right there. All right, so anyway, and this is coming out right there. This is going in, my in and out. USB going on my computer. This is going to the solar paneling, or actually it's going to my breaker to the solar paneling, and this is going to the battery. So I'll show you that here in just a minute. So let's just go ahead and flip this on here. Any second now. There she is, just popped up, solar paneling. Okay, and let's just take a little look-see, we'll page up here. Okay, so our input's about the same, I guess, 350, 375 watts. So, yeah, and you know, plus those panels over there on that east side are not getting a whole lot of sun, so. But so I guess it's about the same, maybe, you know, maybe a little bit more. But that's what it looks like on the paneling right here. And we will check out the computer here. So those are on and running. Let me show you my batteries here real quick, I guess. Right here, I have them in this tub. And those are my batteries. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 running in parallel. Okay, so it's a 12-volt system. If I had, of course, a like a 48-volt system, I would run these in series. So I'd go positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Positive on this side go here, the negative on this side going up there, and then that would be 48 volts. Alright, so I'm just going to use my GoPro to record this. I do have OBS, I could just use that, but I got my GoPro handy right now, and this hopefully will work just fine. Anyway, so first things first, you can kind of see, this is the program, it's called Power Watch, and so this is the inverters, the mppt inverter. Solar panel, you can see that I am getting juice coming in, coming from the utilities, nothing right now because my solar panel is keeping up just fine. Solar source, this is my battery, and then this is my load. You know, I have it hooked up right now, just my refrigerator, a deep freezer, and I actually have a light I have it hooked up to right now as well. Actually, no, I unplugged that light, so it's just the fridge. No, I do have it hooked up, so I have a 33% load on there right now, so I do have a light hooked up to it right now. Anyway, so we are pulling in 370 watts, 376 watts, okay, 76 volts, you know, potential of 105 volts, but I guess the way I have it set up right now is potential of like 90 to 95 volts, something like that. I don't remember the exact math right now off the top of my head. What I'm utilizing right now is 310 watts, and we don't have the that light on all day, you know, and that'll bring that load down to about 5. Unless my refrigerator kicks on, you know, that'll, you know, then it'll be between 20 and 25 or whatever. But yeah, you know, and then of course I'm not going to go through all the software or whatever, but there's a bunch of stuff you can go through. You know, you can change stuff. I would have to sign in, I guess, but so you can look at some stuff, and this is where you can change all your stuff. Different battery setup right here. Your solar, my source, you know, my priority, you know, so right now my first priority is you know, solar. So SBU is the way I have it set up. Solar is my first priority. My second priority is battery. Then the third priority will be utilities. So if all else fails, it'll pull off the utilities. I'm good to go. I am not going to the utilities. I'm going just only from the utilities. You know, I don't have that setup. I'm just using an AGM deep cell battery right now. I would love to have like a lithium battery in the future, but you know, those are spendy. I guess in the long run, because they're so efficient, those are actually cheaper in the long run. But upfront cost, you know, they're a little pricey, you know, do your own research on that. So yeah, anyway, so you can set up all however you want to have it set up. You can go through all the options or whatever. There's a bunch of videos out there, or you know, you can do your own due diligence, and if you want to learn more about that, or feel free to ask in the comments. You know, I'd be happy to answer any questions. You know, I don't have all the answers, but I'd be happy to look it up for you. You know, if there's something specific you want, you know, if you don't want to do your own research, I'd be happy to look it up for you. Yeah, just leave a comment down on the bottom, or if you happen to have my other contact info, feel free to contact me that way too. So. Some people had some questions at work or whatever, and in the city and around, you know, my area, because I'm pretty much the only person in my area that has solar paneling that I'm aware of anyway. Anyway, so one of the questions they had is, well, what about hail? I don't know. You know, I mean, I know they're, you know, the glass that's on the solar paneling themselves are pretty, you know, durable. I don't, you know, if something happens in the future, I'll be happy to make another video saying, oh no, this is what happened, you know. But as for right now, whatever, this is how I have it set up. Batteries, you know, how long are these batteries going to last? How long is the panels going to last? I don't know. You know, some people say it could last 10 years, could last more. You know, so is it worth my money? You know, I have not calculated that quite yet. You know, I don't know either. You know, so here, you know, I would have to calculate how much my fridge uses all this, you know, and maybe do it one at a time. So. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of checking it out myself, kind of learning on it. This is a learning process for me as well. So kind of learning as I go. You know, I'm just not afraid to tackle something like this, and it's working. So I got it working. It's working. So great. I would love to update in the future to a 48 volt system, because then I could power my entire house if I added more paneling, solar paneling. Yeah, and then of course, like I said, you know, with my batteries, I would have to switch those batteries out into a series instead of parallel, and then pump out, you know, 48 volts, and that would be awesome. Except for the 220, I got my water heater, my dryer for my clothes, and the range, you know, the stove is a 220. Those I would not have hooked up to a 48 volt system. If I had a second 48 volt system, I could put those together, and I could get 48 volts out of that, or I'm sorry, I could get 220 volts out of that, and power something, I'd imagine, you know. Anywho, that's all I have got for today. Again, like I said, leave a comment in the bottom if you have any comments or whatever, and thanks for checking this out.